I'm Karen Feinerman, and this is your Fast Money Trade School. Feel like you're getting lost at sea in the stock market? One tip to find your way: follow the whales, Wall Street's most powerful investors. These heavy hitters have to disclose their biggest holdings. Just check out a 13F form filed quarterly to see what Buffett or Icahn have been buying. But before you dive in head first, remember, even whales can get beached. Class dismissed.
Well, what's up? Well, what's up? Well, what's up? Are you? Does this market have you down? Well, then let's do some Wall Street whale watching. Hello, I'm Brian Mckeon, partner at the JMB FLP. Today we'll be looking at number 51 in my list of the 100 top traders. Now today we'll be looking at the holdings of Leon Cooperman. Now using this strategy has done so well for me. It's put me in the top 3% in the most recent CNBC tournaments with returns of over 53%. And you can also see how it's done for me in previous tournaments. Now what we merely do is follow the holdings of the richest, most successful investors out there, and we find their holdings through these free websites. Then get an average analyst ranking through these free sites. So again, I'd like to remind you that all analyst recommendations are as of February the 5th, 2010. Now looking at the holdings of Leon Cooperman, you can see that LINE and RIG come in as strong buys. Then you have Teva, EMC, LO, Merck, and WellPoint come in as moderate buys. You can also see the rest of the holdings in his portfolio. They come in as a hold and sell ratings at this time. Now with that, we go to the chart. Now the first one is Land Energy. You can see this one, balances power, has turned red recently, and there's been quite a sell-off the last 2 days, and is now firmly under most of its moving averages. It fell down close to its 200-day and had a bit of a bounce back, so that's a bit of an encouraging sign for this one. But it still has its 100-day as resistance, and then even if it does get above that, you still have three moving averages relatively closely together, so that would offer quite a bit of support at that level. So this one I would look for it to stabilize a bit and go sideways, but stochastics indicates no signs of an up move there. So I would look for this one to either stay sideways or possibly go down. As for Transocean or RIG, you can see stochastics is in the oversold level and starting to show a rounded bottom and like it might possibly be moving to the upside. And the stock is firmly sitting on its 200-day moving average. It has a little bit of upside to it too, but so it has all these moving averages as upside resistance. So I would say this one would just go sideways, if anything. As for Teva, now you can see this one's clearly sitting pretty much mostly above all of its moving averages. Stochastics is this kind of in the mid oversold range, looking like it could let's see, heading down. So I would look for this one to pull into its 40-day moving average, which would be this green line here. As for EMC, this one's been moving down roughly all month and is now currently under its 100-day moving average. Stochastics is heading in a downward sloping movement, and I would look for an upturn in stochastics before looking to enter into this one. As for, LO or L'Oreal Group, you can see this one's fell down and hit the 200-day for its second time, so that's some little bit of stabilization at that level. But even if it were to move to the upside, you would see quite a bit of resistance at all these moving averages starting to converse at the same point right here. Stochastics looks like it's heading down as well, so I would look for this one to trade sideways if not lower. As for Merck, you see this one fell down to its 100-day and bounced up, along with a lot of things in the market. Stochastics is heading down towards the oversold level. So until I see a tick up in stochastics, I'd probably stay away from this one. And even if you did have some upside, you would have quite a bit of resistance with three moving averages relatively closely to each other. As for WellPoint, you can see this one had a run up and is now went down to its 50-day moving averages and has bounced up. So this one's pretty strong at this level. The only thing holding it back is its 20-day here. So stochastics moving down towards the oversold level. So once we hit the oversold, I would look for this one to start looking towards new highs. So in review, the strong buys are LINE and RIG, and the moderate buys are Teva, EMC, LO, Merck, and Wellpoint coming in as moderate buys. And again, I'd like to remind you, all analyst recommendations are as of February the 5th, 2010. And if you'd like a more up-to-date look at the holdings of Leon Cooperman, you can find them on Stock Picker, and you can get an average analyst ranking through these free websites. So again, on to my disclaimer. Disclaimer, I am not a licensed investment advisor, and the investments I am showing you today are what I'm doing for my friends and family's accounts. And I am not affiliated with any of the websites used to determine these rankings. And I currently own shares of Brokerage Financial Solutions, or BR. So again, this is Brian Mckeon from the JMB FLP saying thank you and see you next time. Well, I'm a whale watcher. I'm Brian Mckeon, creator of The Predatory Lender. Now, after previous was a little boring for you, try joining the Predatory Lending team as they go on their intergalactic adventures trying to hunt down the next great investment opportunity for you.